I eat the same thing every day and I want to talk about it. Hey guys, this is Andy with Mindset Matters More. And today we're going to talk about the power of repetition, the power of the mundane, the boring, the rote, the same thing every single day. And I want to talk about it because I feel like when I share my life, I'm like sharing the same thing over and over again. Like, you guys pretty much know what I do for workouts. You guys pretty much know what I eat. You guys pretty much know where I travel to. You guys pretty much know what I'm doing every single day because I pretty much do the same thing every single day. But whenever I begin to work with new clients, especially on the fitness side, I always get the, oh, but I get bored of food. I get bored of this. I get bored of that. And I need difference. I need something new. I need something different. I need excitement. And progress happens when you keep doing the same thing over and over again. Now, yes, don't get me wrong. I do switch it up from time to time because trust me, eating cream of rice 365 days a year is fucking hard. But, just because one day I don't do it doesn't mean that the other 364 days I'm not doing it. Now, here's the thing is that even though it looks outwardly that I am eating the same cream of rice every single day, I make it interesting. I get flavored kinds. So one day it's a lemon pie, one day it's a cream pie, one day it's a blueberry, one day it's a this, one day. So it's different. Okay. It might be the same food, but it's going to taste different. I get the same yogurt. Oh, but I get the vanilla, I get the coconut, I get the strawberry. So yeah, I'm eating yogurt every single fucking day, but I am changing it up. The other thing is that whenever I'm making my chicken or my beef, there are like thousands of seasonings out there. You do not have to eat the same plain chicken. You can have a lemon pepper chicken. You can have a burger. Oh my God, they have this one that's like grilled onion burger flavor. That is like the most delicious thing. They like you do not have to eat the same ground beef every single day. Even rice, you can flavor different ways. The point being is that yes, I eat the same thing every day, but they're not going to taste the same thing. In this day and age, you do not have to eat the same flavor every single day. It's the same thing, but not the same flavor. Sauces, spices, there's like a bajillion out there with a bajillion different combinations. So you cannot tell me that you will get fucking bored, okay? Now, when it comes to exercises, again, there are so many exercises that you could be doing out there, and I'm not saying that there's like a million out there. I'm saying there's really a limited quantity out there that are effective. And everybody's like, well, I want to like keep it interesting at the gym, keep it interesting at the gym. Okay, but will it be more interesting when you are making progress, when you're losing the weight, when you're building the muscle? Will it be interesting then when you're fitting in your clothes better, when you have more energy, when you can sleep better? Like, will that be more interesting to you? Or do you need those 45, 60 minutes at the gym to be dynamic and crazy? Because let me tell you something, when you go on Instagram and you see, and this is not to knock those people who are doing those crazy exercises on there, but those people, I can absolutely guarantee you that they are at the gym doing the same movements over and over and over again. But what is it that's going to sell? Difference, change, something that looks fun and crazy and awesome. And yes, those HIIT exercises, they're great for explosive movements. But for the person who just wants to lose weight, it's very simple. You pick things up, you put things down in a very specific manner, and you're gonna get what you want. Now, it's gonna be boring. That's for fucking sure. But here are some ways to make it interesting. Put on a podcast, put on music you like. When you're doing your cardio, watch a TV show that you like, read a book. There are many ways to keep your brain entertained while you're doing things. And every single week, you should be trying to reach just for a little bit more weight, challenging yourself like, oh, last week I lifted 10 pounds. This week, let me try to lift 12. So it's a mental challenge in terms of repetition, but it should also be fun in the sense that you should be competing against what it is that you did last week. And this is a big, big pet peeve of mine. People who do not track what they're doing at the gym and just doing the same thing over and over and over again and never progressing. The progress is where the fun comes in. So here's an example in my own life. So I posted last week that I deadlifted 280 for the first time in many years. Okay. Well, maybe not many years, a couple of years, or a year or so. And for me, that kept me hype. But the only way that I could get there was doing the work, doing the same fucking movements every single week, day in and day out, so that I could rebuild my strength to where it was. It wasn't about doing dynamic exercises and doing this one week and doing this the next week and doing that the next week. That does not lead to what you think it's going to lead to. And more importantly, when it comes to your family, it's the same thing. When it comes to business, it's the same thing. When it comes to money, manifestation, it is the same thing. Repetition is going to get you what you need. Now, here's the caveat is that sometimes if you're repeating the wrong movements, you're going to be led down the wrong path, which is why it's important to have a second set of eyes on you, have somebody else supporting you, have somebody looking at, hey, what are you doing? What does this look like? And, they can guide you into doing the things that you should be repeating over and over again. Now, in my life, what does this look like? I had a podcast a few months back with a friend of mine, and I tried to explain to him in no uncertain terms that we had done his podcast a few years before, like during COVID. And I have been repeating the same things over and over again. My mindset has not changed. The way that I think about things has not changed. But my life has changed. My body's changed. My money's changed. My job has changed. Where I live has changed. Everything around me. But the person that I am has not changed. So when you think about it like that, it's like you see yourself in the mirror every single day. So you're not going to see the day-to-day changes that happen when you're doing the the work. But if you look at it from a long period of time, look at where you were a year ago. Look at where you were 5 years ago. Look at where you were 10 years ago. Compare yourself to that and be like, oh, these things that I did got me to where I am today. I can change that. I can be even further down the road. I can reverse bad effects. I can do what I want in terms of shaping my life and making it the way that I want it to look. But it requires effort, patience, and time. Okay, that's it for me, guys. Happy Monday. Love you guys. Bye.